friends. So today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some beauty hacks, what everyone calls it. These are gonna be a little bit more geared towards summer, but you do not always have to use these in the summer. You can use these year round, but a lot of the ones I'm gonna mention to you are for the summer, like I use mostly in the summer. Basically, they're just some tricks that I've been using for a really long time, maybe some things you didn't know you could do or didn't even think of. These are all things that I use like in my daily life. I actually came up with my own list of stuff that I use, so hopefully some of these can help you out. You may have even heard of some of these or maybe even all of these tips that I'm about to tell you, but hopefully I can help some of you out there. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So here we go. So I think like half of these are for the beach. I do live very close to a beach here in Florida, so a lot of these I've kind of like come up with and seen other people do, and I've been doing these forever. So I'm gonna start with what I do for like some little life hacks when I go to the beach. The first thing is bring a sheet to the beach instead of a towel so that you can keep the sand off of it. If you bring just like a bed sheet, it brushes the sand off so easily as opposed to a towel where the sand can like fall in the towel, like the little threads of the towel. Bring a sheet to the beach and it's so easy to brush the sand off. Another tip for the beach is bring your phone in a baggie. If you don't have a life-proof case or anything on it, put it in a baggie and seal it. Especially like if you're going jet skiing or something or on the boat and sometimes it can get wet. Put your phone in a plastic baggie and seal it and put it in the glove compartment just for extra safety. And it works on the beach too. It protects it from sand. If you go in the water, your hands will be wet and then you come and use your phone, it'll get salty. The touchscreen still works through the baggie, which is super cool. So yeah, that's one easy way to protect your phone at the beach. My favorite compliment for my hair is how natural my blonde looks. Some of you may know I do bleach my hair in the front, but it's not a real bleach, it's like an oil bleach. The front is definitely dyed, but it still looks super natural because I really don't have roots. Like you can see like the colors in my hair back here. I do have some different colors going on. I don't like bleach my hair very often. Like it's not a necessity for me to do because my roots are so light. And what I do to keep those light, especially in the summer, is I squirt lemon juice just on the roots. Like if you're like me and you have long hair, you probably don't like your hair to be down at the beach, because I hate having my hair down at the beach. I don't care how long or how clean or how pretty it looks that day, my hair is going to be up at the beach because it is hot and I don't want it to get sandy and salty. I just want it up. I never like have it down to put lemon juice like all throughout it, so it's always up, and I always just put lemon juice, like I'll squirt it like right around my forehead and just like right in my roots right here. Nobody's ever really commented on my roots other than like my mom and my hairstylist, but no one has ever really said anything about my roots because it all just kind of blends naturally, even though I do dye my hair. But I am a natural blonde, I am light. I'm just saying that the lemon juice, especially if you just put it in the front of your hair, or if you're someone that likes to have their hair down, put it like on your bangs or like whatever, like these, like the front pieces, like your shorter pieces in the front, and just keeps them brightened, which is awesome. Also, another thing I'm gonna throw in there is I do, to keep my hair blonder, use a toning shampoo. It's a purple shampoo. It's called Shimmer Lights. It's a bright purple. It looks really scary, but that is what I use also to keep my hair toned in the summer. I wash my hair once normally with regular shampoo and then once through with the purple shampoo, and I see such a difference. Whenever I use that shampoo and I go out in public, people are like, oh my gosh, did you dye your hair? Or they won't even ask me if I've dyed it. They're just like, wow, I can't get over the color of your hair. It's just such a beautiful white color. And I'm like, it's the toning shampoo. I haven't dyed it literally in like 6 months. The last time I dyed it was, I think, around spring break. This is what my hair looks like after 6 months of dyeing it with the lemon juice and the toning shampoo. So those are some tips to keep your hair, if you're blonde, bright and sunny. Bring baby powder to the beach. Put it on your hands and use it to brush the sand off. Like this is a really good tip. Like even keep it in your car. Like if you're about to get in your car and you're all sandy and you don't want to get your car all sandy, bring like baby powder and keep it in your car. Rub it between your hands and use it to brush off the sand. I promise you, it works so well. You can also sprinkle the baby powder where the sand is and then just brush it off. Another tip for the beach, this may sound kind of stupid, but it's a great idea, I promise. Every time I go to the beach, obviously bring a bottle of water. I bring like one that you can refill. So I put ice in it. Like I fill it all the way to the top with ice, put water in it, and then fill the rest, whatever had melted with the water I just put in, like completely fill it with ice and pack it with water. All of my friends don't put ice in their water and they just bring like, it's cold like when they leave the house, but like as soon as they step outside, it's like hot. And if you've ever tasted hot water, especially when you're at the beach, it is the most disgusting thing. It like burns your tongue and throat. It's so gross. Fill your water bottle completely full of ice and throughout the time you're at the beach, obviously it'll all melt. And if you drink that much water, like I do, it'll all be gone very soon. Everyone at the beach is always so jealous of my water. They always want my ice cold water. And I'm like, well, next time bring your own ice cold water. No, I'm just kidding. But really, fill your water with ice and it will keep it cold and you'll be so much more refreshed and quenched. So really, what is a Jordan video without coconut oil? Am I right? A lot of you have been asking me recently what you can do to tame frizz because it is the summer, your hair gets humid. Guess who your best friend is? Take a little bit, like literally just a fingerful of coconut oil, and before you go outside, rub it between your hands so your hands just have the little tiniest amount of coconut oil on them, because if you use too much then your hair will be greasy and that defeats the purpose. Smooth it on your hair just like you would like finger through your hair. It will weigh your hair down a little bit and just naturally tame some of the frizz. Also, good old coconut oil. I use this to take off my makeup. You may have seen in my nighttime routine that I did like a couple months ago back in Nashville that I use this to take my makeup off, and I still use it. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna buy a makeup remover ever again in my life. I used to buy the MAC one because that was like the only one that would work for me. Now that I discovered that you can use coconut oil, I've been taking my makeup off with coconut oil every night. And like, I wear a lot of makeup. I wear black eyeliner, waterproof mascara, like full face of foundation. Like, I wear a lot of makeup, and this literally takes every spot of makeup off my face. I do use makeup wipes to take like my foundation off of my face, but I use this to take my eye makeup off. So I just take a little bit on my finger and I put it on my eye, and it like melts the makeup. I let it melt for maybe like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And then I start like just like rubbing it. And then I take a makeup wipe and clean off the rest of it. And I promise you, your makeup will be gone. You're gonna be amazed. If you're in a rush and you want to wear a shirt that may be a little bit wrinkled, don't worry about running down and getting your ironing board. Literally all you can do is take your blow dryer, pull your shirt out, and just run the heat, not like directly, but just a little bit away from the shirt. Run the heat over the shirt or even pants, whatever you want, and the heat will take the wrinkles out of your shirt. I discovered this just out of my own personal laziness. I also am really scared of hot things, if you guys know that about me. I don't like irons, I don't like stoves, I don't like matches or anything related to hot things or fire. So I try to avoid them at all costs. So literally just taking your blow dryer to a shirt will take the wrinkles out so much quicker and faster. So I have a very oily scalp. If it weren't for dry shampoo, I would be washing my hair every day, and that's so damaging. I don't know what I was doing with my life before I discovered dry shampoo. I really don't. But put it in your hair, like spray your hair with dry shampoo before you go to bed. So when you wake up, your hair will be a lot fresher because your hair will have the entire night to absorb the grease rather than just putting it in right away, and it kind of will look like a little bit dry when you first put it in. If you spray it in your hair like right before you go to bed, it'll have a longer period of time to absorb the oil, and it'll absorb more oil, and you'll wake up with perfect hair already. Like, your hair will already be fresh and clean. Smelly shoes. This one is essential for me to do. Take tea bags, any kind of tea bag, and put them in your shoe, and it will absorb the smell. A lot of you know I work out, so like my workout shoes do not smell the greatest. I put tea bags in my shoes and it absorbs a lot of the smell and definitely helps. This is just a simple tip that I thought I'd throw in there too. If you're outside and you like easily get dehydrated or like you overheat really easily, find a water fountain or even a sink and just run your wrist, like this part of your wrist, underneath the cold water, and it cools you down so quickly. Like, sometimes I'll go on my porch and sit outside and tan and get sun. When I come inside, I'm like burning hot. So I'll just run my wrists like under cold water for like a minute or something, and it will cool me down so much quicker. Also with cold water, it helps your nail polish dry. Get a bowl, put cold water in it, and stick your fingers in the cold water, and it literally speeds up your nails drying. It's so cool. I've said like it's so cool after every single one of these tips. They're all just so cool. Last but not least, when it comes to makeup application in the summer, I rarely use a liquid foundation in the summer. My favorite liquid foundation is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream foundation. I've told myself that nothing will ever compare to that foundation. I'm sure there's some out there, but like, I'm done trying. That is the greatest foundation. But sometimes in the summer, liquid foundation can get a little thick feeling. I'm telling you guys that I use a Laura Mercier because like Laura Mercier, like controls my oil like no other. Like even the Laura Mercier, I still get super oily and still feel like thick and greasy after a couple hours with that foundation on. So instead of liquid foundation in the summer, I've been using this Bare Minerals. This is the Ready foundation. First of all, it has an SPF 20 in it, which is a bonus, especially for things going on your face. Always good to have an SPF, but mine's cracked. Before it cracked, it's just a pressed powder, and I take a big fluffy brush and swirl it in and then just swirl it all over my face. It's a very light consistency. You can do it so fast. It covers like a good amount. This is all I need for me to just cover the sides of my cheeks up and make my skin look super even. And I just feel like this in the summer is such a better option than, you know, putting liquid foundation on your face all the time. I still use liquid foundation, like I'm wearing it right now for a video, but for like every day and something quick, use this powder foundation. It's amazing, and it's not too expensive. It's only like 20 something, I think, as opposed to my Laura Mercier, which is like 50 something. Also, as far as makeup tips, use waterproof mascara on your bottom lashes. I know everyone knows that, but like honestly, when I use waterproof mascara, like I never have to worry about black smeared under my eyes, because sometimes when I forget and like I work out or like I'm sweating outside throughout the day, then I'll like look in the mirror and I'll have like a line of black under my eyes, and I'm like, why did anyone tell me that I look like a raccoon right now? Whenever I use waterproof mascara, like I never have to worry about that, and I don't know why. I just don't always use waterproof mascara, but use it, it helps. And if you're worried about removing it at night, have no fear, the coconut oil will remove it for you. It's so cool. So those are all the beauty hacks that I have for you guys. Hopefully they help you out and give you some ideas to just make your life a little bit simpler, especially in the summer. But like I said, these can be used year-round to save you a little bit of time in your daily routine and a little bit less hassle. Maybe, hopefully, I could help some of you guys. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, I will link them all in the description bar below, as well as my vlog channel. I have some fun content on there, so if you guys want to watch any of my vlogs, then subscribe to my vlog channel. Also will be linked in the description bar below. Shameless self-promotion! As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!